not saying white people don't listen to Hov. What I'm saying is that white people don't resonate with Hov like we do. Just like we don't resonate with him.
I disagree.
That's not true.
It's a hard knock life.
And all I'm saying is Eminem would be a good matchup.
No,
for
I don't think so.
It wouldn't be that much of a landslide either way.
I don't think so. Because it won't be a landslide.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
the crowds are
Eminem,
so different.
I'm not talking about the hip hop stuff. I'm talking about just the verses. You put them two together, Eminem got enough hits to keep up with Jay-Z.
I agree, but I think the crowds are just too different.
In the category of hip hop.
I agree he got enough hits, but the crowds are just too different.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know that if they would break, if Eminem went against Jay-Z, they would break numbers. Eminem would have a whole bunch of songs that he could play versus Jay-Z. I think,
but they're not going to match up with Jay-Z songs. That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to match up.
Well, how you determine?
Son, what songs Eminem going to play is going to match up with Dead Presidents? What song did Eminem got that's on that same wavelength with Dead Presidents?
To us.
Who?
To us.
To anybody.
To us. When you listen to M fan base, they probably ask the same question. They probably ask you, what song Jay got?
What song is going to match up with I Don't Give Up?
This Can't Be Life.
Okay. Are we really do?
You asked.
You asked.
Listen,
but anyway, all right. So I just don't think M has a catalog that's long enough for that. And then and then all of the features and everything that Jay wrote for and all that
features. Yeah, that's the difference because M don't do
all of that. All of that is all included.
M got some features.
He got features, but he don't do a lot of them.
He don't got Jay features. And everything that Jay wrote for and all of that.
Hov don't need none of his features.
He really don't.
He don't.
It's top 20.
He don't.
Hov don't need.
I think Eminem got 20 records.
Everybody got.
He got 20 records.
Well, I mean, I'm saying 20 good records.
My thing is you don't sell 40 or having 40 million records without having hits, man. Like M got hits, bro.
Did you say that Will Smith went diamond?
Yeah,
I was
okay.
I was wrong.
Well, close to it, right? So
yeah,
okay.
he got close.
Nelly went diamond.
MC Hammer went diamond.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
he got
no. I said no. But
with an S.
No. What I'm saying
here's
is,
the caveat.
Is Eminem has went platinum consistently over the years, consistently. Okay. Not just one album. He's done it over.
Well, Jay-Z has too. So
yeah,
he has too.
And that's what I'm saying. They both got hits. You don't go platinum consistently without having hits.
What do y'all think?
We will agree to disagree on whether.
Well, let me flip it though.
Yeah.
So we spoke about who'd be good for Jay and all of that. New York or whatever. What about for the South though? Like who you think would go good would be a good versus for T.I.?
I think it's a lot of people who do it with T.I.
Who? Tip?
Jeezy?
Jeezy just went up against Gucci.
Mm-hmm. I think he would have been better with T.I.
I think Jeezy and Tip would have been a better versus because, in my personal opinion, Jeezy killed Gucci.
He murdered him. It wasn't even.
I know some people who feel differently.
But okay. I'm gonna tell you who most definitely could go up against Tip.
Who that?
I don't know if this personal bias, but Rose.
Ricky?
Yes.
They style so different.
It ain't about the style.
You sure?
I can see that. I can see Ricky.
Rose.
I can see that.
Okay.
Rose.
I was thinking Luda too.
Luda could go up against Tip.
I think it's okay. Here we go. Because I think Tip. It's a few people go against Tip. In the South,
are we doing it by eras? Like people?
They all in the same era. They all in the same era. In the South. As far as groups, who can go against Outkast?
I was gonna say that next. UGK,
Goody Mob.
UGK wouldn't be Outkast. Goody Mob wouldn't be Outkast.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
How about Cash Money?
Extended passes.
Wait.
Cash Money.
Cash Money.
I don't think they'll beat Outkast.
Hold on. Let me think about that one. Let me think about that one.
Hold on. We talking Cash Money or Hot Boys? Hey, watch the camera. We talking Cash Money or Hot Boys?
Cash Money.
Cash Money. I mean, but it includes all of that though. That's all Cash Money.
Wait.
It includes Juvie. It includes Lil Wayne. It includes
you can't include Wayne.
What you mean? That's Cash Money.
You have to include
Cash
Money. No, because it's a difference because when you say Hot Boys, you're talking about
I'm talking about you can't include Wayne solo, man.
Yeah, you
son. He not Cash Money.
Oh yeah, well if that's the case, then nobody beating him. Then
that's what I'm saying.
No. He's with Young Money now. He was with Cash Money since what, 98.
Okay. You can't include Young Money Wayne. That's. You can't.
You can't do that.
You can't because that's not fair. Because that's even though it's under Cash Money, he's Young Money.
So the question,
right? He's Young Money now. Stop. I'm talking about back then, Cash Money.
Okay.
Juvie, Lil Wayne, BG, all of them.
But that's a record label. That's not a group though.
No, you
got no group.
That's Hot Boys, man.
It got to be Hot Boys.
I was trying to say.
Yeah, you're right, G. It got to be Hot
Boys. And you got to remember, Manny Fresh and Baby, they not Hot Boys. They Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked. Are we talking Cash Money?
Okay, Hot Boys then. Hot Boys.
So Hot Boys versus
Outkast.
ATLians, baby. Oh man,
it's not.
Nah, it ain't cut and dry. It ain't like that might be one.
You think
that might be one. Absolutely.
That might be one.
Absolutely.
That might be one.
How many albums Hot Boys got?
They got
like 4 or something.
A couple of them.
Yeah,
Enough. And it ain't about albums. Remember, it's
how many hits? Right. How many hits? It's about hits. Yeah.
It's
hit for hit. Okay, name 10 Hot Boy hits.
Boy, you better stop.
Let's go. Top of the number.
You better stop. I gotta go back to 1990. What?
They got 3 albums.
Gosh, I got a whole playlist on my phone.
Yeah,
I can't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just don't pull out your phone. Just name them right now, because I can name 10 Outkast hits right now.
I mean, of course you can. I mean,
but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like name 10 Hot Boy hits right now.
But again,
Chick,
but then that includes their solos too, though.
Right, so
that includes Juvie solos back then. Includes Lil Wayne solos back then.
Remember, 400 Degrees was
400 Degrees, 500 Degrees. The Block is Hot. All of that.
Bling Bling.
Bling. Yeah.
All of that.
Hot Girl. Project Chick.
That might be a good one, man. So yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah, right. That's you with that big body Benz.
Slow motion with me. Nah, that's a little bit later.
That's later.
As a matter of fact, I think Juvie left at that.
Yeah, that was way later, man.
Juvie,
slow motion hot track though, man.
What the died of the 2000?
Yo, you know what somebody said? Somebody said you know how on the Verzuz how everybody always late? Mm-hmm. They should have some one-hit wonders open up on a Verzuz. so I got a question for y'all on these Verzuz.
He got a couple of hits.
Yo, I got a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who would you put up against? Gosh, I can't think of his name. That's how. But
Mims.
But no, hold on. But I'm about to say the song. Yeah, right. Man. Throw some D's on it.
Rich boy.
Selling that. Who would you put up against that song? What one hit wonder?
This is why I'm hot, Mims. This is why I'm hot. This is why we are.
So Mims versus Rich Boy. Oh, that'll be dope.
You gotta admit, in 05, 06, this is why I'm hot.
The remix. They had everybody on that joint.
Read on it.
Oh wow.
That joint had everybody.
Yo, give me some more one hit wonders who you would put up against.
Here we go. Walk it out.
I don't even know who did that song.
Me neither.
DJ, gosh.
You know who I'm putting up against him?
Who?
Laffy Taffy.
I knew it.
I wanna da. Cause you to think. I ain't gonna say it.
Oh man.
All right, let's talk about the real Verzuz coming up though. That I just found out about earlier. That's
what's coming up?
That's in the works right now.
Who that?
Beanie Siegel.
Really?
Bean.
And Nori.
I got Nori. And Bean just
drunk. And you was drunk. Yo, what was in that tuck that you was drinking? Because you drunk right now.
Bro, Beanie single? Nori over single?
You was drit on.
Nah, bro.
We'll find out.
We
gotta do another episode.
Come on, man.
I'm not a big Biggie fan.
CNN,
but
come on.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What? Come, man.
Son, all those ones that
say you want to take my life. What?
All those ones that Beans got with Jay.
Oh,
Yeah, relax.
You got how people come through on that club.
Exactly.
Everybody
real
deep
come
on that.
Come on, man, relax.
Yeah, relax. I still got Nori though. I got Nori with a slight edge.
Nori.
Nah, bugging.
I got Nori with the.
Now, one thing that I didn't know though, which I should have known, did you know that Ye's first single was The Truth?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I knew that.
Like his first mainstream feature, his first mainstream production was
The Truth.
The Truth.
Yeah.
Beanie Siegel's The Truth. I thought it was This Can't Be Life.
Nope.
On a Dynasty joint, but it was actually Bean's joint.
Oh, yep.
I know that. It almost sounded like Kanye beat
And
me.
Beans is one of my favorite rappers. You know what I mean? Like,
And what year that came out?
What,
90,
The Truth? The Truth was 99.
90. I thought it was like 2000.
Yo.
It wasn't 2000? Hold up. See, you can't even argue no more. Google done messed up.
Nah, because
Could a Tribe Called Quest
I was still in New York when that joint came out.
Could a Tribe Called Quest?
hang with Outkast?
Now hold up before we answer that. I'm gonna go on record, right?
Yeah.
And so you said you about to get crucified earlier. I told him to cut your mic off, right? Something that you might not know about the kid. I'm not a big Tribe Called Quest fan. Never been. I mean,
What?
Q-Tip and all of them.
Well, explain why.
I don't know.
It just didn't really.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I was a bit.
Tribe Called Quest.
They're more of a movement.
How would you? Would you call them? Would you call them backpack?
Yeah,
I think it's like Backpack before the Backpack.
Yeah, backpack before it was originally backpack.
You Tribe Called Quest fan.
I know.
I was never.
We know.
Same thing with De La Soul. I was never really big De La Soul fan.
You know why?
I just bought a De La Soul vinyl.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just bought a De La Soul vinyl.
So you saying?
And
G, go ahead.
I'm about to give it to Curtis.
Wait. So you saying you not a Tribe Called Quest fan? Is like saying, never mind.
I mean, it just don't resonate with me.
It
But like I said,
doesn't
maybe it's too late back for me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is, or maybe like
he want that hard concrete type.
Nah. What I think is, I feel like a lot of the music sound the same.
What?
Like a lot of Tribe joints sound the same. A lot of De La Soul joints. I mean,
It's probably how
this is my opinion.
You got to be
Well,
a certain.
I will
maybe, I
say
don't know.
this. I will say this. I don't take nothing away from what they brought to the culture.
No, not at all. Not at
Because I feel like because of De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest, we have the Lupe Fiascos of
Of
the
course.
world. You know
Of
what
course.
I'm
No,
saying?
I'm not taking anything away from these groups. And, they are staples in hip hop. I'm saying that me personally. I just never really.
But at the time that
never
they
rocked with it like
dropped, you had to kind of be on what they was on. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
But they did drop in the middle of like because
Gangsta
Tribe Called
rap,
Quest
too.
came out in 91, man. Or is it 89? It was 89 and 91.
in the middle of gangster
And they
rap,
came
like when,
out-
no, the golden
Yeah,
era
I thought
of
it came out in '94.
gangster
I
rap.
think it
You know what I'm
was
saying?
91.
NWA was the hottest thing.
Right. So they came out in the middle of all that. So they talking about a lot of all this positive stuff. So it was just
Peeing with the positive.
they found
it wasn't even that.
I want people getting shot. And all that.
It wasn't that. You know, for me, I'm gonna tell you what it was.
But it's just like
the only thing I heard was on the radio because it's not like I was getting the CDs.
But my
vinyls.
thing with Tribe Called Quest, man,
I like Scenario.
is I guess like for the musician in me, man, just listening to that beats.
Right. Not
with
right.
Dilla,
Right.
man.
Not
Dilla,
Right.
man, is one of my favorites, bro. Like it's just like
Dilla was part of Tribe Called Quest.
I mean, he made a lot of the beats.
Okay, I thought.
I'm
I
not
thought
saying he
because
wasn't part
he's
of, but he
super
made.
young. Dilla only like he died when he was like what in his 40s.
He died in 2006.
Right, him and Buster was cool, right?
Yeah.
Him and Buster was.
But
Real
I
cool.
know Q-Tip. He shot it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Dilla
even
in a lot of
Q-Tip.
his
Like, I'm
tracks.
never been a big
Such
Q-Tip
a
fan.
vibrant.
I
mean, like-
Ben and Jerry's.
That was a hot song, bro.
Bruh,
Right,
Q-Tip-
but lyrically,
Q-Tip-
I mean,
listen, Q-Tip the
Wait,
Renaissance.
lyrically?
What? Q-Tip the Renaissance that came out in 08. That was a thing that was like.
All right,
it's
so
probably, it's still one of my favorites. Man.
I got a confession to make too. Then,
What's up?
if that's the case, I really don't rock with Wu-Tang like that.
okay.
Yeah, me you.
Okay.
Yeah,
But again, they're still staples of hip hop, though, right? You might not like them,
Oh
but
yeah,
they
no,
still
I don't take
staples.
nothing away from them.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing, I heard a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, everybody Wu-Tang. And I'm listening to it, and it's like, oh, okay, it's not for me.
That's what I was telling
I think
Pete.
especially
Look, when you hear like
history.
when you hear like 30 people on one beat and it's no hook.
I was telling
I mean,
Pete,
over and over and over again,
Right.
it just
My bad,
wasn't for me because I didn't know who. I didn't know who that was that was
Right,
rapping.
of
It was,
course.
it was like,
Too
you
many
know,
people.
See, you're more into the creative aspect.
Nah,
of
it's just like You know what? I will say this. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't appreciate until I actually knew a little history on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when I first heard it, like, oh, this was trash. And then it was like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. That's what this is. Man, I still don't know. I know. Listen, it's still trash. I know it's like, no, I'm not saying it's trash. I never said it was trash. I just said it's not for me. You know what I'm saying?
It don't resonate.
No, some of it is trash though. Let's keep it a buck 50.
He about to talk about You God.
You God is garbage. You God is. I mean,
the mark of a wooden soldier.
Listen.
I don't even know what
the only reason why You God got put on is because he met cousin. Or somebody cousin. Only reason why he got put on. Like, let's be serious, right?
Kind of same
Capadonna, like all it, right? Silk, right? Like, so when I think of Wu-Tang, I think of the core members, the core 4 or 5. I mean, I think of Meth, who's a monster. I think of Deck. I think of Ghost and Ray and RZA.
Okay.
And Jizza. That's Wu-Tang. All these other cats.
Nigga, you just named everybody.
No.
Like 6 more people.
No.
Like when I
will say though, RZA is the only dude that we let get away with rapping off beat.
Yeah, he off beat sometimes.
Man, y'all gotta understand, like it's the difference between
perpendicular to the square,
off beat and rapping on the off beat.
All right, so what else? Silk Soccer. Did he
he was off beat? He was off beat. He was off
okay.
beat. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I make him say make him say but this time did you write it? But we can say
What'd you say, Chima, about what's that dude named Blueface? Chima said, yo, I'm done with my verse. The producer was like, I ain't sent the beat yet.
That was a meme.
Yeah.
Now I seen a meme talking about the baby. They say he rapped like the bullet on Mario Kart. You know, the bullet, it just goes straight. Like it knock people out the way. It don't travel on the path.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet on this one.
What about the baby?
Yeah,
y'all want to talk about the baby?
Let's talk about the baby. Let's talk about the baby, right? So
we got time.
Yeah, it's only 18.
It's only 18. All right, let's talk about the baby, right? So, want to go ahead and make it exit right now, Timo? Or you good?
I just want to say I love everybody. I have no qualms. I'm just trying to make it in this world.
Yo, hold on. Before we get on that,
yeah,
I remember we did a episode about cancel culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and my man's Cat Williams actually said something that I was like, oh, okay. When you look at it from that standpoint, he said, nobody likes the speed limit, but it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
People who get canceled, nobody's really asking for them back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that standpoint, is cancel culture really a bad thing?
No, I think it's the internet age we live in.
But speaking of cancel culture,
yeah, go.
All right, let's talk about it. Go ahead, G, because I'm not 100% up to speed on what happened. All I know is I saw the baby got canceled from a lot of joints. He got removed.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be host something, and he was on some kind of tour, and all that got canceled. Whatever the case is. But
so I heard what the baby said.
I
heard what the baby said, right? And I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, when you up there on stage and you just saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you up there on stage and you just saying stuff, you know, you trying to get the crowd hype or whatever the case may be, you know, you really shouldn't hold it against them like that. So, like, I'll give you an example. Let's take it to basketball, right? Y'all remember Rajon Rondo called somebody a FMFer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He released his statement, and then that was it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, I was in the heat of the moment. You know, I apologize, whatever. That's not exact words, but you know what I'm saying? Like the same thing when you on stage, man. That man had his shirt off, breathing heavy. You know what I'm saying? He like trying to get the crowd up and going. Da 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 da. You know, he said some stuff. He said some stuff that I wouldn't have thought of to say, but that don't matter.
Well, they said that the real issue is the fact that he doubled down on his statements.
Yeah, I think that's
nah. I don't think
that's where he. Because I heard what he said, and when the first time he said it around, I was like, it threw me off.
It was very specific.
Yeah, it threw me off. but then I was like, oh, you just. But then he came back around. And you just like he made sure
because he said I can live my life the same way, or I'm paraphrasing, so I don't know, but pretty much saying I can live my life the same way y'all get to live your life.
Well, but okay, but here's the thing though. If the baby was doing an interview with Dave Letterman, and he was laid back, and he knew the questions in advance, and he wrote these answers down, and then he said those words, then I'd be like, oh, okay, well, the baby must got an issue. But he was on stage trying to get across. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel
So
like...
it was like the heat of the moment kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a heat of the moment. It was exactly a heat of the moment. I done said some stuff in the heat of the moment that I don't necessarily really agree with or believe in or whatever. It was. Sometimes you got to look at the context clues around something.
Put it like this, I don't think he should be canceled for it. This is
I think once he said his piece afterwards, like, hey, you know, my bad, blah blah blah.
But he didn't say. He only said my bad after he started getting
he started
tours
losing money.
and started losing
Nigga,
money.
when you gonna apologize? You gonna apologize after you find out that you offended somebody?
But he found out he offended somebody already.
Yeah.
He was a hot topic for like a week and then as soon as you start, people start dropping him out shows, then he apologized.
Which makes sense. You know, you start losing money, you're gonna.
But
try
it's
to
too
do
late.
things
I mean,
differently.
my whole thing is, I don't think that every comment that's not positive is homophobic. Like, I don't think every comment that's not positive is anti-Semitic, right? So remember what's his name Nick Cannon got canceled for saying that blacks are the original Jews. Oh my God, that's anti-Semitic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, it's not. That's his opinion, which
Right.
is whole lot of facts, science behind it, whatever. So, but we're in a place now to where if you're not saying something that's bigging up the LGBT community, then you're homophobic. It's
That's
like
true.
why
I
can't it
agree.
be neutral? Why can't it just be just
Right,
like
but one may argue that what he specifically said, because what he said.
Well, but he never specifically said that gay people have HIV. He didn't. But that's what that's what people are connecting.
But they're connecting it through the context clues. The only problem I have in this, and this is what I actually will say, is that we can't pick and choose when we want to use context clues or when we want to be very literal on what people say.
I agree with that.
That's the only thing
Okay.
I'll say. I'm not, disrespecting the LGBTQ community, but I think in this case, what people did was they heard HIV/AIDS. They heard him saying, talking about if you're not a man sucking another man's, penis. They put the two together.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But we don't do that with everything else.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I think that we need to be consistent across the board.
Who the hell is
and
we?
again, I'm not.
Who is we?
It's
Because I ain't
hard.
I'm not
today.
condoning anybody's comments. Like again, I don't even know fully what happened, but I'm just saying, I just think that we get way too sensitive about stuff, and if you're not hyping them up and gay go people, then you're being anti whatever, and
That's just not true.
that's just you can be in the middle. Like, you don't gotta be such extremes all the time.
You just not care.
But I mean, in this society, it's gonna be extremes.
And that's the problem.
And then if you're and let's keep it all the way a buck. You're a face. You're popular. You gotta know somebody on his team. You just gotta know that you gotta protect your brand, or because this is part of the game. That's why I never wanted to be super famous. You know what I mean? Because
you want the freedom to say whatever you want.
But the doghouse is on the way though, so that's
well,
tuned for the
we're
doghouse.
on our way.
Yeah, but my thing is this, because I think that what he said, if you take the context clues, you can connect it. But I still don't think he should be canceled, quote unquote, for it, because at the end of the day, he never actually said it. So it's just like you can't, as you say, you can't pick and choose when you want to apply context clues and when you don't want to. You have to take people's word for what it is. If somebody say something, then they said it. If they didn't, then they didn't. And you got to take it as that, man.
Because on the flip side, if it's about him doing, if there's a context clues about him doing something good, people would be like, well, he didn't say it, so how are we supposed to know that he wanted to do something good?
Exactly.
But we can put the context clues on the homophobic remarks that he made or whatever. You know what I mean? And the only reason I'm solidifying that is because his first response is standing his ground while hearing everybody complain about him making homophobic. He's not saying, well, I didn't mean to make I wasn't even talking about homophobic remarks. He kind of confirmed what people thought.
Oh, he did?
Well, I'm saying indirectly, though.
But how? Just standing his ground?
Yeah, because because
okay.
like for instance, if you accuse me of doing something I didn't do, I'm gonna be like, bro, I didn't like, dog. It wasn't even like that. That's not my motive. He didn't say that.
Okay, okay. What about when J. Cole came out with that song?
When he was beefing with No Name.
No, it was a song about a girl.
Yeah, No Name.
And then people was like, you know. It wasn't even a lot of people, but it was enough people to get some noise. It was like, yo, how can J. Cole say something like that?
Yeah.
And J. Cole came out and said, yo, I stand by every word I said.
Yeah,
but he wasn't confirming or denying anything. He just said, I stand by my art.
Yes, and I think in that context, people pick and choose what they listen to in rap music. Because if you listen to that song, it wasn't what people thought it was.
Exactly. But my thing is when it comes to the baby. What if he's saying I stand by what I said? What if he's just saying,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I just stand by what I said. I'm not confirming or denying anything.
Touche.
Right.
I don't know.
You know what too though? It's likability too, because if they like you a certain type of way,
that's a fact. True.
If they like you a certain type of way, you could say and do a little bit more. You know what I mean? So maybe the baby is finding out that he ain't got that love that he thought he had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because trust. If that was
Drake,
Eminem, because Eminem had a whole entire album dedicated to calling people like the F word, you know, and
yeah, but it's coming back around. But it's his legacy is cemented, man. So
right, but I think it also deals with like what G was saying, like if they like you enough, and the times that we're in, right? Because it's a social media age and everybody has a voice. You get enough people with a voice and complaining. You know, it's all about the money.
I mean, at the same time, too, though, Eminem did have the whole sewing where he came out with Elton John. So,
y'all saw that meme with the baby?
Like,
it said that's gonna be the baby.
So he did. You know, he did try to atone for it. You know, in the sense, whatever.
Yeah, he knew what time it was.
For that.
Yeah, well, and then he did come out with that skit in that movie where the dude was like. It was a little funny thing. It was like, you can't hear my music. I was saying I'm gay the whole time. Remember that movie?
Nah. With that being said,
yeah, man. So you know, look, in the comments, let's know what you think, man. So do y'all think that the baby should have been canceled for his comments? Do you think that his comments were homophobic in the first place? You know, why not? Whatever the case may be. Also, as usual, please put in the comments anything that you want us to talk about here on the Doghouse. I mean, like this joint, share this joint, let's get the word out there, and we're gonna see y'all in the next one.
Yeah.
We'll holla.